I asked you guys a couple days ago in the John Tavares signings video, has there ever been a time where Leaf fans as a whole have agreed on something? Because it feels like it never happens. And we all collectively said that the John Tavares signing for $4.38 million was a hell yeah, slam dunk, sign me up. Because we all knew what he could get on the open market, and what the talks were and the expectations were. We all thought, it's going to be more than 5. It's going to be in the 5 to 6. No, 4.38, we were all jacked up. 2 days later, we're in the same freaking boat. Now, I've seen a couple negative Nancy's, but you're going to get that on social media. Matthew Knies. I mentioned at the end, I think at the end of the Tavares video, the next time I'll talk to you is probably Matthew Knies edition. And here we are. Matthew Knies locks up with the Toronto Maple Leafs a 6-year contract. And again, we were hearing $7 million, or sorry, not $7 million. We were hearing $8, $9, $10 million. And we're all like, oh boy, that's a lot. Or is there going to be an offer sheet? I don't know. But it comes in at $7.75 million a season for Matthew Knies. Let me put this into perspective for you guys, shall we? John Tavares and Matthew Knies cap hit, just those two guys alone. So Tavares was making 11 something, and then obviously Matthew Knies was on his rookie scale deal, so it was nothing. Well, you look at those two players going into this season, they're making less. Like, look at this. You combine Tavares and Matthew Knies' contract from last season, which was $11,925,000. Okay? And, okay, it's not less. But you combine the two salaries, and it's literally, what, $200,000 more? Considering what you've had to do and had to re-sign 2 important players and give one guy a contract from nothing to something for 6 years. It's massive. Absolutely outstanding signing for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Love it. Playoff performer. Dog. 22 years old. Clearly, or is he 22? I think he's still 22. Regardless of being 20, I don't care. He's exactly what you want on this team. We saw him grow and grow and grow as the year went along. He almost hit 30 goals this year. He scored some massive playoff goals for this Leaf team. He's exactly what this organization needed, and they've locked him up for 6 more seasons. Awesome stuff. And with Matthew Knies and John Tavares re-signing with the Buds, the Leafs, assuming Mitch Marner, goodbye. The Leafs have $13.57 million worth of cap space to use. And I think that's why, and we're going to get into this now, this is why the Leafs are so hell-bent on a sign and trade with the Vegas Golden Knights. And if Vegas doesn't end up doing it and ends up signing him, tampering, and oh boy, that's going to get hairy fast. So if you're the Leafs, you're kind of in a good spot. And the talk has been Nicholas Waugh. I've heard Nick Hag, his name being kind of roamed around the trade rumors as well. Find a way, right? Because the free agent pool isn't great. With Sam Bennett re-signing, Brad Marchand's there, and other than that, I mean, Mitch Marner, it's not much else. So, if you're going to have to go to the trade market and to acquire some talent in a sign and trade with Mitch Marner, assuming he doesn't come back, which, let's be honest, I think we're at the point where he's just gone at this rate, you got to get something. And if you can find a way to get, like I said, a Nicholas Waugh or something, it'd be kind of nice. Because then you look at that center core of Matthews, Tavares, you could throw Nicholas Waugh as your 3C, and Scott Laughton as your 4C. And to be good down the middle like that, assuming David Kampf maybe gets bought out, you're not in bad shape. Or you keep David Kampf 4th line center and have Scott Laughton off to the wing. Who knows? You have options then. And you have a boatload of cap space to spare. So is Brad Marchand going to be a Leaf? Can you imagine Leafs Nation, after all these years of hating on Brad Marchand and wanting to rip his face off half the time playing the Bruins and then losing to the Panthers this year and all this stuff, and all this guy at 37 years old becoming a Leaf would be so funny. I mean, I'm all for it, because why not? Give me something to talk about. And he's a good player as well, good leader, guy who's won, we get it. But it would just be wild stuff after all these years to grab a Brad Marchand on this team. And if they're thinking trade, well, then the question comes up. You know, are you okay with trading Easton Cowan? Because other than Easton Cowan, what assets do you even have? Ben Danford? Fine, I guess. It's really all you got. Unless you have guys on your roster that you're willing to trade. Maybe Morgan Riley, we've heard about. You know, obviously, Matthew Knies is not non-existent via the trade. I'm intrigued to see what happens. Tuesday, free agency begins. The Leafs have money to spend. I didn't think I'd be saying that on July 1st, but here we are. And the question I want to ask you guys is Mitch Marner a Leaf past July 1st? Like, I don't believe so. But with all this cap space, you can't run it back. You sign him, you're basically done. You can't do anything else. So we're right back where we started again. So if you don't sign Mitch Marner, because if that's what you assume is going to happen, what do they do next? What do they do? Trade? Free agency? Because a lot of the times teams who win free agency don't win. I think Aaron Ekblad's a free agent, but let's be honest, look at the Leafs decor. They're all signed too. Do you need to go after an Aaron Ekblad for a lot of money? I don't know. So we'll see what ends up playing out, but July 1st is going to be very, very interesting on so many reasons, so many different platforms, I guess, with Mitch Marner, saga in Toronto, the tampering possibilities, the Leafs free agency with money to spend. It's going to be wild. I can't wait to cover it for you guys, so lock in, follow up the page, do all that great stuff, right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and are jacked up for more Matthew Knies, hit that like button. Do appreciate it. The subscribe button, you guys not that's already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on Matthew Knies, sticking around in Toronto for at least 6 more seasons. Just let me know all your thoughts down below. Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below, so follow up there if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you guys, Jays Edition, tomorrow night. Game 1 of the 4-game set against the New York Yankees at Rogers Center. 7:07 first pitch there. Max Scherzer going up against Carlos Rodon. And for the Toronto Maple Leafs, free agent frenzy begins in a couple days. July 1st is on Tuesday. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and are ready to get going. Talk to you guys then.